Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of General Geekery. I am Brian, and with me, as always, is JD.
Hello.
And today, our special guest is Tony from Toys Figs and a Toy Kind of Mood. Tony, thanks for joining us.
Oh man, thanks for having me. Oh yeah.
Absolutely. We've been talking about doing a lot of crossover episodes recently with some of the other Joe and Toy podcasts, and we're just kind of getting back into that. We did it for a long time with like G.I. Joe Berg and some of the other guys like that, but it's been a while, so we're starting to kind of get back into that.
Really, I just like talking to other customizers, especially ones that I've been listening to on podcasts for years now, because I've been listening to a toy kind of mood since pre-orders were up for the Tiger Force stuff.
Oh yeah.
Um, so that was a hell of a long time ago. But yeah, I finally got up the nerve to start asking people on the show. So, thanks for joining us.
Oh
Um,
yeah. No problem.
um, so tell us about where you started with Joe. How old were you, and who's your favorite? Who was your favorite character when you were a kid, and who's your favorite characters now?
I mean, it's kind of boring. It's always been Snake Eyes with some others sprinkled in here and there. He was my first one I bought with Short Fuse. I remember Short Fuse and Snake Eyes being my first ones to buy.
All right. So early on then, because those were 80,
Yeah.
so right from the beginning then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had started with the comic book on number 12 or 14, and then I worked my way back a little bit, and then I knew how he was a commando and stuff, and I'm like, dude, this is my guy. And then I learned his story. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Larry Hama went off with that, you know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
Um, well, I remember right after Ronan Doodles did his Photoshop mock-ups of
Yep.
what a classified version of long range recon patrol, Stalker, Storm Shadow, and Snake Eyes would look like. And I think about 3 days later, you had customs out of all three of them, looking straight off of his doodle and straight out of issue 26 of the comic. Yeah, and I was like, wow, he did that fast. Um, so what was that like? Like you found the parts and then just like Harry Potter style magic them together, I think.
Oh man, yeah, I had kit bash those. I'm like, well, I've seen some other people do a little bit of lerp team here and there, just Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and I'm like, I'm gonna make all six of the crew,
Yeah,
because we've got good fodder to go off of. We've got you get Stalker, the Stalker Buck, the Grunt Buck, and the guys with short sleeves, the guys with long sleeves, the ones with the collar button up with no collar, it all fit into place. And I just went off um Roel's Digibash to make my kit bash, and if I had to, take the camouflage off some, if I had to add camo on some, and I have a bunch of gridiron stuff I always get to match their weapons. Mark from Gridiron had a bunch of those already. And I'm like, oh man, this is a no-brainer, man. And then I just needed head sculpts to make them, look more or less, the LERP team, especially was it Dickie, Ramon, and Wade, with the different, everybody had something on their heads different. There's a boonie hat, there's a headband, there's a boonie hat different style, there's a cap backwards. So it was fun putting them together, and going off the comic book and Ronin stuff. I kind of mix and matched my own in there, and it was a lot of fun doing those.
nice.
Yeah, well, you carried those off successfully. That's where I was like, huh. Even if Hasbro does these, they're only going to give us Stalker, Storm Shadow, and Snake Eyes. They're definitely not going to do the other three. But even if they do those, I don't think we'll see them before 2029 at this rate.
I
So,
know, you never know. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean have they? I don't think they've done anything from the comic books.
uh, they've had a few scant references to the comics throughout the toy line, like Mass Device Breaker comes with the alternate head sculpt, so he's got the bubble gum. Um,
That's the cartoon though.
uh,
Oh, the bubble gum is kind of comic book.
His
yeah,
comic
they took
too.
it. Yeah, they took a cartoon-based figure and they threw a comic book reference in on it with the gum, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they do more of that. I love how many nods we get to the Sunbow stuff, but I wouldn't mind some. The Serpentor's box art had a bunch of stuff from the comics in it. And hey, Hasbro, we're still waiting on a re-release or a repaint of Serpentor. So anytime
Yeah, because
now.
Super Weapon's already done a repaint of the O-ring figure. I and I
Uh,
I still say they missed a bet by not doing the version 2 color scheme on that, but that's just my opinion. I really like that version 2
Yeah,
Serpent.
Breaker was a little different because from the comic when he first came about, he was clean shaven and always blowing the bubbles. And then in Sunbow, he always had a beard. But the 3 3/4 inch OG figure had a beard. So it's like, they changed it in the comic book too. So
and then you look at, well, if you look at Breaker's box art when he's driving the Ram, he doesn't have the beard.
right.
Um, and then I think if I remember right, there was in like 1984, they were supposed to do re-releases of a few of the original 13, and they were going to have individual head sculpts. Zap was going to have the mustache. Short Fuse was going to have different hair. And I can't remember if Breaker was the other guy, but maybe he didn't have a beard. But yeah, three of the original 13 were supposed to get re-releases, and then they never happened. I've seen pictures of like the prototypes that people own in their collections that I don't know. Apparently they sold critical body parts to get to afford. But um yeah, so there's a few comic book things, but yeah, I would not mind seeing the long range recon patrol in a box set at some
Oh,
point. That would
that'd be
be
great. Yeah.
yeah, that'd be badass. So it's been Snake Eyes forever. So which Snake Eyes is your favorite version specifically from the vintage line?
I've really liked the version 2. Version 1 will always be awesome. You can always use him here and there, but I've always liked, the bandolier with the grenades, the pistol over here, the knife over here, his loadout. I
Yeah,
like, and then when I made a custom one of him, I kept him version 2, but I gave him, like duty pants, not tight pants on the bottom. So he's more tactical as version 2 in my custom.
nice.
Yeah, we're the I remember the club they reused some Snake Eyes parts for a Frag Viper, and I
Yeah.
understood what they were going for, but it looked like the Frag Viper was wearing a wetsuit. And then they repainted it in the bright green to be like the South American character
Oh yeah.
Litel, and I'm like, oh, now it's a lime green wetsuit that he's wearing. This is not achieving anything. So yeah, good call. I always had a weakness for the 1991 Snake Eyes, but
hmm
I just got that figure from Hasbro. Mm, it's perfect. I hate the gear. I love the figure.
I just got mine yesterday, and yeah, I thought the figure was fantastic. I actually liked the gear. The gear didn't bother me at all. The holster was kind of weird, that like pancake holster that is open on
Yeah.
one side. I don't understand what they're trying to do with that.
I
Yeah, I don't
tried
like
different
that.
weapons. I tried different. I tried a shotgun in there. I'm like, it holds it, but it's stupid. I tried one of the Uzis, and I'm like, it doesn't. Pistols don't fit in there. I have no idea what they were doing. I feel like it was a design flaw that just went all the way through to production. Could be wrong, but
And
I feel like there was supposed to be something more to that holster. Somebody that interviews Hasbro at some point, even if it's a behind the scenes interview, should really say, what the hell happened to Snake Eyes version 4's holster? Um,
yeah, because I was looking at the figure and then I went back to the packaging. I'm like, did I forget to pull something out? Did I miss something in the packaging?
Right.
When I opened it, because it's like, oh, he's got a holster, but I'm like, it's not a functional holster. So I was able to like wedge the grappling hook in there, so it's kind of sitting in there up on my display that way.
Yeah, I'll be changing that bad boy out. He's on his way.
Nice. Uh,
um,
The other one that just came out that everybody's talking about, of course, is Crystal Ball. And man, they did a good job with that figure.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Um,
Is he got the Techno Viper or the Techno Viper's legs, right?
Yeah.
The
yeah,
boots. So yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. He looks
um,
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
yeah. As one of the rare kids who was a fan of Crystal Ball when I was little, it's like he's getting a reintroduction to people looking all badass, scary like this figure did, and I'm like, I like that they gave him all these accessories that are make him look like he could take on Doctor Strange if he needed to. Yeah, that's good stuff. I need a Ghost Viper. I need a Ghost Viper like yesterday.
Oh yeah.
They need to put up that pre-order like ASAP. Um, I have
I
a feeling that's going to be a very popular army builder.
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. And yeah, I can't wait to get that myself. And I was kind of looking at the crystal ball and then my custom, and I'm like, there's a couple of things here that looks like it came off of my custom. So I always kind of wonder who's looking at my page.
Oh yeah. Welcome to my
Yeah,
world.
because
Yeah,
yeah, we know Hasbro. They're in the community. They're seeing the stuff we make. And if they see something that's cool enough, they're gonna be like, you know what? I
Let's
like that.
incorporate it. Yeah, go ahead.
And I figure more power to them.
Yeah.
You guys originated this thing. You just run with it in whatever direction you need to run.
Yeah.
Uh, do you did you get Nemesis Immortal? I tried. I failed.
I did not. No, I think I'm staying away from all the Cobra Law stuff. You know what I mean?
Well,
So yeah.
oh, I have an idea. If you get a chance to get me a Pythona, since you don't want it, I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm like, oh, that figure is gonna be so hard to get. I
I,
kept wishing they'd do a classified Pythona, and then they did, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then they said it's exclusive, and I'm like, ah, fuck.
She looks great too. Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah,
did
that
a job
they
with it.
really knocked that out of the park. Um, the so are you? So where's your fandom for the cartoon versus like even as a kid, did you watch the cartoon and preferred the comic, or has it always been mostly the comic for you?
It's been mostly the comic, but I love the hell out of the cartoon too. It's just okay. I had to divide it up. Okay, over here there's blue lasers and red lasers, and it's this, but this is what they're giving us so I could watch a cartoon. I
Yeah,
have my books ready. I was always going to the corner store, make sure the new Joe stuff came out, the new G.I. Joe comic, and I was deep into that comic book. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
My first issue was 24. So
Oh yeah, that's Rescue the Commander, huh? So that's Storm Shadow, yeah.
yep,
yeah, I discovered the book through the repaints that they did Tales of GI Joe, and it was a reproduction cover of number two, but inside I think the book was number one, but
Yeah.
I just remember immediately going back to get whatever back issues I could, and like the first six issues were all republished under those tales, which is good because
yeah.
I couldn't get them. After that, I think the next issue that I got at a store that was new was like number 19, the one with Grand Slam on the cover, and
Oh yeah.
he's kicking Major Blood off the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Since you talk about number 24, I have him set up already.
Ah,
oh, look at that!
I've
Holy
got him
shit!
set up. Yep,
nice.
that's the first guy I put on this thing is get that driver out of there. I'm putting Storm Shadow on that real quick.
Oh God, he looks so good on that claw too.
Yeah, he does.
Brian, you got a claw, right?
I missed the pre-order.
Ah,
I wanted it for the pilot because I'm a big fan of the female
yeah,
custom.
they're awesome. I need to get Valkyries. I haven't got the Valkyries.
Yeah, JD got me a set.
Yeah.
We split a set, I think.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't army build. I just need one of most of the troopers,
Yeah.
unless of course you're an Iron Grenadier, and then I need two of them. And
Sure.
the rest of my troopers get jealous because they're like, "Well, why the hell did he buy two of those and only one for the rest of you?" Well, if you're as cool as the Iron Grenadier, then you get a second version. That's all there
Yeah.
is to it.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I
but
missed
the
and yeah, I wanted that because it's like, oh, that's a pretty cool looking female figure because I do a lot of female customs too. So
Yeah, they're awesome the way they, you're able to customize a bunch of stuff on them, and it's just awesome to have that book. Good, I can give this weapon to her. I can put her here. I can put this gear on her. That's awesome. I just really need to get my hands on some Valkyries. Yeah.
yeah.
um the so uh who was your um who's your favorite classified figures so far this year?
Oh my God. So far this year,
If you
I
can't pick just one, I understand.
oh I know my gosh, no, but I love everything about Airborne. Airborne was my guy, and I loved gearing him up with gridiron stuff. I think I made a video on him, and he's a few waves back, but he really sticks out. And then I I had to mess with Leatherneck. I wanted Leatherneck real good, but he was kind of smaller, so I buffed him out, and he's a lot of fun. But I got to stick with my man Airborne. Yeah.
I don't have Leatherneck yet. I I learned my lesson after I got Tiger Force Bazooka, and there was no announcement of Alpine. Some guys need their other half, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm not buying Leatherneck until they announce Wetsuit. They announced Wetsuit, and I'm like, fuck, now I can't get Leatherneck. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and get Leatherneck at some point. But yeah, Brian got a Leatherneck figure, and it looked great in the picture and in the pictures he sent me. But I'm like, now I need Leatherneck.
Yeah.
So I just remember because Bazooka waited like 2 years before Alpine showed up, and I'm like, if he wasn't Tiger Force, I would have had no use for Bazooka,
Yeah.
except yeah. Uh so yeah, he had to wait a while for Alpine, but I'm really glad that the wait for Wetsuit is much shorter at this point, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh man. I really liked Law and Order. They look perfect to me. I messed with them just a little bit. Um,
I
you
haven't
know,
gotten them yet. Brian saw them at the store the other day, but
Yeah.
my yeah, he went to Walmart and found that handy new display that is supposed to be chain wide. My
I
Walmart
I just
does
seen
not
that.
have that display anywhere.
Yep. I seen that. We got it here now. And the only thing I got from it was the 2-pack of Quick Kick and Beachhead Night Force. So now
Yep.
I've got all the Night Force guys.
If if I find that set, I'll probably buy it. I don't like it enough to order it because I'm mostly buying it for Beachhead because
Yeah.
the 2003 Night Force set from Toys R Us, I really like that set. Even then, I acknowledged it was really funky and kind of strange and not that cool, but I loved it anyways.
Yeah.
And so when they went and made a classified version of the really funky and not that cool, but I love it anyways, Night Force with the checker pattern, I'm like, oh fuck, now I need that too. But do I really want to order it? No. Now if I see one in the store, yeah, I'm probably gonna end up buying
That's what
it.
I did. Yeah.
But yeah, I've got Shooter, I've got Big Ben, uh, and I've got um
Yeah, I missed
one of
shoot.
the other night one of the other Night Force guys. But I missed Shockwave altogether. Even when he was discounted on Walmart, I kept I put it off and I put it off, and then they put it back up to full price. And I'm like, well, that'll teach me. Um, um, Brian, you had to go buy Coral off eBay, right?
Did.
Yeah, because we both missed that set. But
Oh wow.
I've got a cat playing with my foot right now. I'm not distracted. Um,
Yeah, no, I missed shooter. I do the same thing. I keep waiting for it to go on sale, and then when it does, I don't get it, and then I forget about it, and then it goes back up, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, after the Dreadnoks, I like Night Force as my other sub team. So I never had them as when I was a kid. So I'm like, oh, they're
yeah,
dark and they're black and green and it's all armied out and spec ops for Night Force. Oh man, they're all mine. Yeah, I got them all.
nice.
um, I I had the Tiger Force. I had some of the Night Force figures when I was a kid. I had two of the vehicles. I had the Triple T. Without Sergeant Slaughter, the Triple T to me was sort of it wasn't a universal vehicle. I didn't know who to put in it other than Sergeant Slaughter because I'm like, I don't. And I had the Nightshade, which
Yeah.
is a shark repaint. And anybody who's ever listened to any time I've ever talked on a podcast knows that I am not a fan of the shark. And when I was a kid and I got that, I'm like, well, this sucks, but it's in black and red instead of this sucking in gray.
Perfect.
Um, so I never got any of the cool Night Force vehicles when I was a kid. I did have a bunch of the figures. I had Falcon, I had Repeater, I had Sneak Peek,
See, I
and
didn't have
out.
any of them because they were all Toys R Us exclusives and there wasn't a Toys R Us here. So I didn't even know they were a thing until I was an adult collector.
Oh man. Yeah, I forgot Repeater was in Night Force.
Ah,
That could be another custom because I made his original, look in a custom.
nice. Yeah, that's definitely one that's on my list of wants is Repeater. He was one of the last ones that I got when I was that I remember getting as a
Yeah.
kid. Um, and yeah, I absolutely love that figure.
Mhm.
Um, I never outgrew GI Joe. So when most people around 11 or 12 were backing off on that stuff, I was going to the store looking for Red Star and Big Ben and Dusty and all the 1991 figures. I gave no fucks. I was still buying them when I was 14. I was buying clearance, like at odds and ends and other third and other second and third retailers like the it's like back then it was the equivalent of what Ollie's is now. There were Battle Core figures that you could get for years. I remember seeing the 1994 Lifeline and not buying him until like 1996, but I never gave up on any of it. So
Yeah.
all the way through, I had a bunch of this stuff, and now I'm just like, now as an adult, I'm just like, now I just want them to, even the ones that I had when I was a kid that were cool, they can make them so much cooler and classified that I'm like, can we please do that? I'm waiting on Hardball.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on Hardball and I'm waiting on Spearhead. I made a Spearhead, but I have had no luck putting a recipe together that I am happy with for Hardball at all. I've now I've now tried two different starts for a Hardball custom, and I'm like, nope, this sucks. They both suck. So I'm like, all right, at this rate, I'm going to wait for Hasbro to put it out because they're going to figure out the formula before I do.
I'll just sculpt. Well, didn't Valorous do uh like a jersey? No, I'm thinking of Fresh Monkey Fiction. They did a 4-inch version.
Oh, the little one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah, they did
um,
a 4-inch version with the like baseball jersey sculpt. But I was
now
thinking
you know,
did, but I don't think that they did. No, I think I'm thinking of Fresh Monkey Fiction.
yeah, because even like the civilian Marvel figures and stuff, nobody's got anything like that. In fact, they keep reusing that body of Talos and Hawkeye. They all have the same pants at this point. I'm like, all right, come on, Marvel. They're all wearing the same jeans. I don't care what color you paint them. But I'm like, that is the Matt Murdock right now is peg warming at Ollie's. There's like 13 or 15 of those Matt Murdocks from Nowhere Home, and I'm like,
Yeah.
should I buy one? I'm like, no, that's just another suited figure that I don't really have because they keep repainting that same suited figure.
Yeah. No.
Um, but at the same time, we can't get enough in the classified line. I want a Hector Ramirez, so I'm bitching about more suited figures at Marvel, wishing that the Joe line would give us a suited figure. My God,
Yeah,
it's so
just get
it's
one of
so
those. Sure, somebody has a Hector Ramirez head.
um well, they made a couple of Tony Stark heads that make a great stand-in
Oh
for
yeah, yeah, with the
uh
70s look.
for
I think same
Yeah.
yeah.
time Toy Shane, he's got one and he messes with all the time.
Um
Yeah.
yeah, that's good stuff.
There's videos
Um
with it.
yeah, I did I had a Iron Man with the swappable Tony Stark head and I was gonna use it. I went looking for the head the other day. I'm like, where is it? I don't know. This is now the second 6-inch scale head that I've lost in the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, all right, I'm starting to worry about the where I live. That there's rips in the time of in the fabric of space time around that because first, yeah, first I lose a head that I was customizing. Now I've lost the head of Tony Stark, and I'm
Oh
like, all right,
man.
this is annoying.
Yeah,
You've got quite a display behind you, Tony.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that like the lights and everything? That's really nice.
Oh yeah, these lights. I like that Luke light that they always put on. I always see it on Facebook, and I'm like, I look them up, and they're kind of pricey. But I looked around on Amazon, and they have these C Frank lights. It's the same damn thing, and they're angled, so you don't just have the light at the top shining down. It's angled, so you see the whole cubicle. The whole cubicle's lit up.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
yeah, and then I got those tiers, those acrylic tiers that they use for jewelry. You use those, man, and you can see everybody. I see a bunch of people's, collections that they're just on one level, and you can't see the guys in the back. It's so packed in there with figures, and all you can see is the front row. Well, the tiers make you can see everybody.
yeah,
You can
they
see
make.
everybody with those lights. Yeah.
I forgot who has them. I think Small Joe's has them. They have uh one piece um 3 level tiers specifically for Deltoff cases.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I was using those for a long time here, but
Yeah.
what sucks here is my basement has a sub basement because it's built over an old borite mine, so the floor is not stable.
Oh.
So you just walk by and
Gotta get
everybody,
those, gotta
yeah,
get those stands. I just started putting them on stands. I've been not using stands for so long because I like the way they look. You can angle your figures, angle them, make them have attitude, whatever. But after, picking out some that I want to mess with and customize or kit bash some, I don't want the domino effect happening anymore. So I
right?
put them all on stands and they're not falling the fuck down.
um,
Yeah.
Because then it's
yeah, I
like a
remember
half hour,
Brian.
45 minutes putting them back up there.
Yeah, I remember when Brian had the detail cases. He texted me a picture one day. There was one Iron Man standing in the corner, and all the other Iron Man figures had fallen because he had all the he had 2 shelves full of 6-inch Marvel Legends Iron Man figures, and on both shelves there was the one guy in the corner, and everybody else, and I'm like, oh, it's like you went bowling with Iron Man figures. That's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, because I used the lights that came with the cases or that you could
Uh-huh.
for the cases,
Yeah.
and they weren't LED, they were just regular lights, so they would
Oh,
heat up.
yeah, that's
And
heat. Yeah.
yeah, and the heat would soften the joints, and then everybody gets loose ankles, and the next thing you know, it's mass casualty incident.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, all these LEDs, they're awesome.
Yeah, that's the only way to go.
Yep.
So behind you, I can see Psylocke. I can make out let's see, some Street Fighter figures. Um, okay, so you got the Jada Street Fighter stuff too.
Hell yeah, I got them all.
Oh
And I
yeah.
don't, and I didn't really want the player twos, but I want the accessories that come with
Oh
player
yeah,
twos. So I got a
Oh
bunch
yeah.
of player twos just sitting around.
I the first player two I bought was M Bison. I almost bought M Bison, and then shortly thereafter, I saw a post from Trav that had the solicitation for the player two M Bison at Big Bad Toy Store. I'm like, oh, I need that. And that was just before they started doing deluxe sets for the player twos.
Yeah.
Like player two Dalsim is awesome,
oh yeah. The
but
accessories and
uh,
everything is phenomenal.
yeah,
Awesome.
they've done a great job with that line. I missed the last couple. I had everybody up until Guile, and now they did the deluxe guys towards the end of that. I'm like, oh fuck, now I gotta buy the expensive ones.
Yeah.
But Sagat, Blanca, oh my god,
They're
they
killing
look
it. That Jada
phenomenal.
Toys is killing it right now with all that.
Yeah,
And
and
those
Um,
game reverse figures fit right in. That's why I had no place for Psylocke because I had put away all my X-Men. They were displayed for so long, and I'm trying to do a less is more, just display what I really, really like up there. So I just threw her in with the Street Fighter figures, and she looks great fighting Cammy in there.
yeah,
so
he found the set at Target a couple weeks ago, and he asked me if I wanted it, and I'm like, because I really wanted it for the Psylocke figure, because I didn't, and then didn't have a use for the Thanos, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's kind of expensive for one figure, and I passed on it, and then I was like,
Yeah.
so I went looking for it, and then it's sold out everywhere.
Yeah, I had him in there, but then I got who did I got Vega
Uh,
from Travis. Travis found one, or he gifted me one. I think he got another one.
Oh,
And then
nice.
so I put Vega in there, so Thanos had to come out.
Yeah, I when I found that set, I told Brian, my God, if Psylocke was packed with any other character, I would have been happy to split the set. But
yeah.
fuck, I don't need any Thanos figures.
Yeah, he's not
Um,
bad, and he just looks. I mean, I have the other one. I have the regular, the whatever the other one was. I don't know if it was an anniversary figure or if it was a retro. I don't know what it was, but I have that one. This one looks really good with from the game, but I'm ready. I got that Captain America coming. I got the Wolverine one coming. Those look awesome. I don't care what anybody says. They're beef. They're different bucks. Everybody, oh, it's the same thing we got as a 80th anniversary, 20th. No, it's not. No,
No,
it's not.
no, it isn't.
Bigger, they're
Um,
beefier. They're oh my God. They're
I
yeah,
was
straight
um,
from the
impressed.
game, straight from the game.
Both got the War Machine Omega Red packs last week,
Oh
and
yeah.
and I was playing with those figures, and I'm like, these figures were made to be played with. The
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, the articulation, the way the joints are so smooth,
They're smooth now, yeah.
you're not going to have any paint rubs on these things. I'm like, these were made to be played with.
Mhm.
Whereas some
well,
other stuff, it's like this was made to be displayed.
Yeah.
No, these Gamerverse figures, I'm really impressed with them. They
Me
they
too. They really want you to put these with your Jada toys. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really impressed with the Gamerverse stuff.
I got uh when I opened Omega Red and War Machine, I bought the set for War Machine because I will buy all the War Machines that I can get my hands on. But I didn't have a Marvel Legends Omega Red, so I'm like, all right,
Oh,
bonus.
there you go.
Then I get Arcady with him. But I had never taken a real close look when they put those on display, so I didn't realize that Omega Red was fucking massive.
Yeah.
I thought I just never took a close look, so I thought it was just a re-release of one of the other, like a repaint of one of the other Marvel Legends Omega Reds. Oh no, boy was I wrong.
Yeah.
He's all new. He's huge. He's got the tentacles that are two different lengths, and they're not going to fall out. I'm like, boy, they really knocked it out of the park with that set. Now I kind of want the Captain America set,
Oof. Yeah.
and now, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it because, boy, that's a nice looking Captain America.
He is badass. I had him on order. I think I had it, yeah, BBTS. No, no, no. I think he's on Hasbro Pulse is where I got him. Sometimes I order from multiple, and who comes first, I'll straight up cancel the rest.
Yep, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
Uh, I I too am obviously a huge Iron Man fan and War Machine. I have just about every, I
I've
think I
got
have
him. Yeah.
one Marvel Legend Iron Man out of all of the ones that have ever been made. And I have all of the War Machines. So I got it specifically for the War Machine, but I was telling JD, I was like, as much as I love War Machine all day long, the Omega Red is the winner in that pack, man. That is
Yeah. He
fantastic.
is. He so is. Yeah.
um, just for giggles, I took my Wolverine figure and I posed him with his claws out, looking up at Omega Red, and I took the picture from underneath just so I could see the size difference. And oh, it had Omega Red saying, calling that Wolverine Short King, just like Deadpool did in Deadpool Wolverine. Um,
Yeah.
uh, so I see. All right, so you got the Street Fighter and the Psylocke, and who's on the shelf below them?
That's when it starts with Cobra. It's
Okay,
Street Fighter Jada and then classified Cobra all the way down.
okay, all right. Oh yeah, now that makes sense. And then I see some marble stuff in the case next door, and some. I'm gonna say I is that go. Oh, that's Ghost Rider. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's the Marvel Knights shelf. That's Out of all Marvel, my favorite is all the street level heroes that, they're in the streets, they're grimy, everybody from Luke Cage to Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher, Moon Knight, Blade, those that's my favorite. That's my jam. Marvel Knights is
Yeah, Marvel Knights
I
was
need
a
to get a Marvel Knights t-shirt is what I need. All the street
Yeah.
level heroes, that's where my home is. You know what I mean? All I try to stick every one of them. I got Silver Sable. She's kind of, you could throw her in there. I did a little customization with her, and then Paladin, you could throw him in there. But I just made put the main ones that I like in there. So there's still some more that can go in. Like people say, throw Night Thrasher in there. I said, I don't really like the New Warriors. you know. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then Wolverine has always been on a Marvel Knight title too. So he's been in there with the Punisher and oh man. So yeah, Cloak and Dagger. Once you get them cloth goods from GPS Lot, man, it'll change your life.
yeah,
They're really awesome.
Yeah. I discovered that when I ordered a Hawaiian shirt for Chuckles because I made my
Yes,
own Chuckles.
me
I was
too.
not satisfied with the Hasbro version,
Me neither.
especially not at the price point they had it, because
Yeah.
all those other goofy accessories did not equate a $40 figure for me. So
No, hell no.
Chuckles, he's one of my favorite Joes, but so I made my own with a tactical vest
Yeah.
over the cloth shirt, and I just
There you go.
there we go.
nice.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, it's just better. I don't I the one that Hasbro made. Look, it's not a bad figure,
No, it's
but
not.
it doesn't. They took it.
but it doesn't look like that.
No, fuck no, it doesn't look like that. It does not look like it's ready to take care of business like that does.
Right. Right.
That guy, yeah, that Chuckles is ready to go out, see some action, solve some crime. Hasbro's is sort of a little bit too tongue in cheek, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, nah, I made my own.
Right.
Used a Quasar head, so he
Oh, there
had
you go. Yeah, yeah.
the terrible '80s hair,
Little
and
pretty
I'm
boy
very
hair,
happy.
80s. Yeah.
Um, now I know you customized an amazing set of McFarlane Justice League. Are they in there somewhere?
Yeah, they're
Um,
uh they're down here. They're underneath the Marvel Knights, all the way down there.
okay, all right, yeah, because I remember looking at those when you made them, and I'm like, yeah, see, they look like, oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Um, I'm like, that's straight off some of the old like the Golden Age comic book covers. It's because I mean the McFarlane ones were good, but you perfected all of them, and
Oh man.
that was that yeah that was yeah, I was rather taken with those.
They had to. I'm like, okay, he's making these. So what got me into McFarlane was the Wonder Woman, the Platinum Wonder Woman. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's got the superpowers, colors. She's not as dark. The other one, I wanted the main one, and I ordered the main one from GameStop. When I got her mailed to me, it was the Platinum Chase, and I'm like, oh shit. I showed the Toy Kind of Mood Bros, and they're like, oh shit, that's the Chase. That's the Platinum. You could
So you
twist that.
accidentally got the Chase figure? That's
I
amazing.
accidentally got the fucking Chase figure. I'm like,
That's
oh
awesome.
shit. Okay, so now I'm in it. Now I'm in it. So and she came out later, so you could go back and collect the ones that are from the Justice League. I wanted the original seven to start it all off. I wanted the original seven, and then I'm done. Right? I said to myself, I'll be done.
How'd that go?
So I went back and got, Manhunter. Flash was a little pricey. I had to really kit bash up and customize Superman because all their scales were so screwed the
Yeah,
hell up, man. Wonder
They're
Woman's
very
taller than
inconsistent.
everybody. Manhunter's shorter than everybody. I'm like, you guys, what's up with the scale? But then I looked up online a few videos on YouTube how to customize them, and they are super easy to customize and take apart. They've got those big old pins,
yeah.
and they're just really easy to warm up. They're all ball jointed.
Ah, okay.
They're really easy to customize. And so
Nice.
that's when I waited for a Green Lantern to come out, waited for this with this and this and that one. So I got my main seven, and then they started making some other cool ones like Red Tornado was cool. Firestorm was dope. I'm like, well, they belong to the satellite era Justice League. The 16 members there. So I'm like, okay, let's go 16 members, and then I'll stop. And then I have those looking really
Wait
good
for
with
it to fight.
GPS slot. Yeah, with GPS slot capes because I got this 3D printed table with chairs and they couldn't sit down because of their capes were rigid plastic. So now I took those off, put the GPS slot cape on them. Y'all sit down, really look really nice. Then I had a big old collection of heroes, and then the Joker came out, that 80s looking Joker. I'm like, oh my, well, let me get some villains in there, and then they started growing.
Gotta have somebody for him to fight.
I'm like,
um,
where the villains at, Tony? There you go.
uh, well, and you can't just get the Joker. Then you got to have Lex Luthor.
The
It's
Penguin looks
probably not a
great.
bad idea to have a Penguin,
The
maybe
Penguin
a
looks.
Riddler while you're at it.
I got the Riddler. He's yoked up. I'm like, well, when his first appearance, he was built. He wasn't in a suit. He's in a freaking leotard. So, and Two-Face looks great, Deadshot, and then you got Captain Cold and Black Manta. I'm like, oh, here we go. Let's go Legion of Doom style. So,
Right?
and then their Bane that came with Batman, he's bigger than Darkseid. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Scale inconsistencies is something that just drives me crazy. It's
It big time.
right up there with the inconsistency of foot peg holes for
Yeah.
figure stands in figures.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, my airbrush.
Crazy. But they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to customize. I liked getting into that line, but yeah, I didn't. I use these. I rarely use these.
Yeah, yeah. I threw a bag of figure stands away today because JD put me onto smaller ones that are
Yeah,
circular and they're just about the size of the feet.
yeah.
I'm like,
All their cards that come with them.
oh man, yeah.
damn, that's a lot of trading cards that were
It's a lot of
included.
cards. I need a
Jesus Christ,
I need a
dude!
portfolio.
Good thing you didn't stick with just the seven figures you wanted to buy.
I know,
Um,
dude. Oh, Larry Punk with Toys clowns on me all the time. I remember when you said you were just gonna get the seven main ones, and now you got all these. Shut the fuck up, Larry. But they got all
um,
their accessories galore. It's I got a box
uh,
here, a box there.
hey, Brian, tell them about your solution to the accessory storage.
All right, so in this room here, everything is custom. So these
Beautiful.
everything on the in display here is custom. If you go through the door here, this is where all my collection is. So I have four walls in that room that are just displays for loose figures.
Yeah.
One of my favorite figures is one that has a shit ton of accessories. But if they can't hold it all, I'm not going to leave the accessories sitting out on the shelf where they're going to get lost or fall down in the carpet and get vacuumed up.
Oh
So
yeah.
um, the big Plano tackle boxes, and I call it the fuck it bucket. And if the figure can't hold it, it goes in the fuck it bucket.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, those just full of accessories for the wall.
Oh man, and then
When I die, I'm like, whoever buys this collection is gonna be pissed that they're missing accessories. They probably aren't. They're probably in the fuck it bucket. So the fuck it
yeah,
needs to go with the collection.
hands and accessories and
Oh,
all that.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All the heads.
Yep.
um, yeah, there was a figure that I saw at Target or at Walmart. I want to say it was Captain Adam or somebody. He looked straight out of the Jetsons. Okay, he's a DC figure apparently, but he looked like he belonged with the Jetsons. He had like a golden age sci-fi helmet, and he had a bunch of swappable faces. And I was like, okay, I didn't realize that McFarlane did the swappable face.
Oh, Adam
Uh,
Strange? You talking about Adam Strange or
Adam Strange, that was
okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just remember thinking to myself, well, that's a weird name for this character that looks like he belongs
He looks
flying.
good, but I don't need him. Yeah, he
Yeah,
looks
he's really
I-
cool, and I
You don't need him
yeah.
yet.
Oh, that's true. You don't need him yet.
Yeah.
How long until you do need him, though?
Who needs
Right, and then I hear, oh, he's kind of involved with Hawkman and Hawkwoman in the Thanagarian War. I'm like, I don't say that now. I want to put him with him.
to- Yeah. Said
Shit.
yeah. You'll find a reason, believe me.
Yeah, exactly.
um, so I almost bought the figure because he's so weird. He's so like
Adam
I've
Strange looks
never seen him in
cool.
a huh.
Adam Strange looks cool. Did you see his variant? He's black and gray. That looks nice too.
Yeah. I wound up seeing that at Walmart, and I'm like, all right. I just assumed it was like a noir repaint, but I'm like, okay, he's kind of cool. But
Yeah.
it made me want to go back to get to get the orange one or the red.
The red and
Is it?
white. Yeah.
Yeah, red and white. And I had seen him at Target, and then I went to Walmart. That's where I saw the repaint of it. So I was like, all right, he's weird enough that my Star Brigade guys need a retro futuristic spaceman to go with them. So I went back to Target, and I'm like, it'll still be there. Plot twist: it was not still there,
Uh-huh.
and
Gotta.
uh, nobody bought the 3 or 4 hour man figures that was sitting there with him or Doctor Midnight. It was somebody from the JSA. He was
Yeah.
wearing yellow. It was cheesy as shit. And I'm like, you know what? I really want to see what DC TV, Greg Berlanti. I really want to see what he would have done with that on the show on the
Yeah.
live action show. But that figure is fucking goofy looking.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
my
yeah,
target
so
has
I
like
missed out on
seven.
Adam
My
Strange.
target has like seven kite mans there. I'm like,
I've never even seen that.
I don't even
I've
know
never
what
even
he
seen
is.
that figure.
It's weird. I'm looking at his
Um,
parts, like, what can I do with these parts? They're all green. I already made my Green Arrow, so that's one other thing. He hasn't made Green Arrow yet, or Black Canary, or Zatanna has been announced, but we'll see. The year's
wait.
coming to an end, man.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. Aren't they losing the license at the end of the year?
Yeah, that's why he's coming out hardcore with all these cool figs. I'm like, oh
Um,
shit, hurry
yeah,
up.
because I noticed the number of releases from McFarlane goes up exponentially like every year. I'm like, I always say I don't know how the completists keep up with Marvel Legends. I really don't know how the completists keep up with any of McFarlane's toy lines
Oh
because
my God, yeah.
releases upon releases upon releases all at the same time. Plus, there's an exclusive, and people go nuts for it.
Oh man, it was
Um,
really hard finding Hawk Girl. Holy shit. That was t I couldn't find the platinum. So I turned my regular Hawk Girl into the platinum one. I just painted her up.
Nice.
um, hey, that's the solution that I prefer. If I can't find it, I'll make it.
I'll make it.
Um. So, how long you been customizing for?
Oh man, it started way back when I was young. The little screw in the back of the GI Joe. You
Same.
you take it
Um.
and you mismatch stuff. So it started there. But then after I got out of toys and I did an idiotic thing and sold a lot of them to get into video games and girls, I stopped. But I always collected comics. I always collected comics. I always kept them shits going. And then Toy Biz came out with Marvel Legends, and I'm like, oh, finally a decent line of figures that are articulated of the heroes and the figures and the characters that I read, that I kept reading about. I kept waiting for a toy line, so that's when I got into it. Spider-Man Classics and Toy Biz Marvel Legends, and I was into the DCUC, the DC Universe Classics too.
Nice.
Is that the ones that came out from DC Direct that were at the they were at the comic shops, or
No,
was
they were DCUC is Mattel. I think they were Mattel. Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember there always seems to be more than one DC line, one
Oh
at the
yeah.
collector shops and one
Icons
in
and
the
yeah.
stores. Um, and then McFarlane did the best of both. They're like, here, let's put a bunch in the stores and a bunch of collector shit and all these other things too. Um, so basically you've always been on the quest for the most worthy figures to match the characters that you were reading in the books.
Yes. The most worthy, exactly. That's a great way to put it. And then when they come out, if they come out with a different version, I want the ultimate version of Spider-Man, the best version of Captain America, the best version of Wolverine. I want that one's gonna get displayed. You know what I mean? And the other ones I could give a shit about, or I'll piece them out to make something else.
My wish list for Marvel for Iron Man Marvel Legends figures are all the ones they haven't made from the comic books.
Yep.
So I get you totally on that because
Yeah.
there's several like two or three big classic armors that have never
Yeah.
had figures, and it's like I would buy this in a fucking heartbeat.
Right. And then with him, it's really easy because you can make yourself a Hall of Armors. Just, oh my God, it's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be fun.
The one comic book armor that I wish they would make because I would love to buy one is the Thor Buster armor.
Oh yeah,
I know there was a Toy Biz figure, but I
there
just
was,
remember
yeah.
seeing it in the store saying it just looks weird. It doesn't
Right.
look as cool
Right.
as Thor Buster does on the page. And so I really wish that Hasbro would put out a Thor Buster Iron Man because I know it would look better. And even if it wasn't perfect, I just want that uniform. It's really weird. Um, I don't buy a lot of Iron Mans because a lot of it is just, hey, look, more red and gold Iron Man that I can't always tell the difference between. But if they put out really cool, really different ones, then I'll usually grab a hold of one of those. But yeah, I really wish that they'd put out a couple of the comic book Iron Man too, because they haven't even done a great version of the stealth suit, right?
Not
There's
not a not a really good. I mean, it's all, yeah, blue.
the kind of enlarged gauntlets and the backpack with the counter intrusion gear, but
Yeah.
a couple of ones that have nice paint jobs.
Yeah.
They're repaints, but I mean, if you
Yeah,
look,
it's just a repaint and they call it stealth. So
yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, if you look at the comic that it came out in, which I think is one number 152, um, it has different like molding around the gauntlets and the
Hmm.
boots, and it has a bubble kind of backpack with the stealth gear in it. I mean, it's you can tell it's a different armor.
Yeah.
So the ones they have made toys of are a far cry from what they should look like.
Yeah, it's just a repaint of the comic book armor at the
The
time.
regular armor. Yeah, it's just all blue, dark blue.
I mean,
Well, it
it's
wouldn't be Hasbro if they weren't doing a few lazy repaints.
the
Um,
ones that I want are the deep sea armor from 218,
Oh yeah.
which would be super cool if they could do a deluxe figure because it's a there's an internal armor and an external armor. So it'd be sweet if they could do take like the Cobra snake mold and do something like that,
Yeah.
classified snake mold, and then the original space armor from 140 issue 142. It's not particularly captivating at this point in time compared to some of the other armors that Iron Man has, but there's only been I think they did a statue of it
Yeah.
probably about 5 or 10 years ago, but there's never been a figure of it, and that's one that I would love to have.
Damn, not even Toy Biz hit one of those.
No,
Wow.
I just do one of those.
Um, yeah, um, I, I, all right. So basically, when you buy classified, Tony, like you said, you messed with Leatherneck a little bit, try to bulk them up a little bit. Do you tweak all of your? I don't tweak all of mine, but most of what I buy gets gets tweaks or fixes if something really bugs me. If I don't outright customize it, do you leave any of your stuff alone completely, or do you do
Oh
do you
yeah.
do your own customizing
Oh,
on?
I leave a lot of them alone if I think they're good. I didn't have. You don't have to touch barbecue. You don't you don't have to I don't have to touch some of them, but a lot of them, if I can change the loadout, if I can change the weaponry, if they're gummy or I don't like the way the weapon looks, I've got a lot of, other guns and rifles and pistols. I'll swap them out. And sometimes, I'll strip them a little bit down because sometimes less is more. Everybody don't need the leg pouches. Everybody gets leg pouch. I'm like, well, take them off or take one of them off. It kind of looks a little better to my eye, and that's
I like the asymmetry of that. The
yeah,
two things, one thing on each leg. Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's too much.
yeah.
Beachhead. The retro version had the two things on each leg, and then the things by his ankles. I'm like, you know what? Now his legs are just really heavy when he walks.
Yeah,
Um,
you could say that, and then I'll like look at the 3 3/4 inch fig. Oh well, he did have that knife, and he had it on it. Okay, so that makes sense. So then I'll leave it alone, or just mostly just change rifles, guns. Sometimes just a loadout of Gridiron makes a loadout for Footloose. I just did a video on that too, and because Footloose, that's one of my favorite ones. I like the camouflage um classified guys because I was when I was younger, that was my thing. I was prone to like favor them a lot. All the camouflage looking figures and stuff and their loadouts. He gets a law rocket, he gets a rifle, he gets a pistol, he gets a backpack, helmet. Those are the ones I liked, and I just swapped them out. If I know Gridiron's gear or whoever else's gear is better, I'll swap them out. But sometimes, yeah, oh yeah, I'll leave them alone if I think this don't need to be touched. You know.
the second, the very second that we saw the first pictures of Alpine, I went immediately to Gridiron site looking for the mountaineering set, and it was out of print. It was retired at that point.
And the vault.
And then I'm like, oh fuck, because obviously Alpine's gear when Hasbro showed it, I'm like, firstly, some of the characters come with backpacks that don't need them. But of all characters to not give a backpack to, you you didn't give a backpack to the mountain guy.
He didn't have a
All right.
backpack. I'm like, what are
So
you doing?
I'm like, and then he gets the Alley Viper gear. I'm like, are you kidding me? What is this? He doesn't have anything interesting. So I went Gridiron, didn't have it. And like I swear, like an hour later, there was a Facebook post about
Pulling
the
it out of the book.
about the mountaineering trooper set going
Yeah.
back into the store that day. And I'm like, oh, apparently that was a common sentiment.
Oh
Um,
yeah, because he's got one
um,
for a hit and run loadout, and he's got one for the Alpine loadout, and I got them both. Yeah,
well, that's good because we know that they just photo and name only
hit and run.
announced hit and run, but we know his gear is very likely going to suck. So you already have the Gridiron loadout for hit and run to fix him if the gear does in fact suck.
Yeah, I'm really
Um,
looking forward to what they have with Lifeline because that's
yeah.
Brian. That's our medic, right? Man,
Sounds
he better be freaking awesome.
Well, I remember how well done they did the 30th anniversary version with
Yeah,
all the medic gear that he came with, like the backboard and
that was dope.
the little IV bags, and
Yes,
like I'm like that's really so. If they could do that at that scale 10 years ago, imagine what they're going to do with the gear for classified now. I mean, because Doc had great gear. He just
I
had to
agree.
tweak his he had to tweak the stretcher a little bit so it didn't have
I know that was
the
weird.
but
it's
I'm looking forward to
reminds
seeing
me of
what Lifeline comes with.
it, it's kind of funny because it reminds me of the talent stretchers that we used in Ukraine, and those are a pain in the ass to use too. Like, this is pretty realistic. It doesn't
That's
look like
yeah.
this. I'm like,
If you don't have them set up right, yeah, they could do that on you. And then if they make his case like a good looking Pelican case, oh my goodness, wow, that'd be really cool.
I want a jump bag, just a regular like soft-sided jump bag that
Yes, yes.
I've been carrying one of those for 30 years, and it's like I
Uh,
want like a regular jump.
I'm trying to get Mark from Gridiron to say, okay, when he comes out, I want a monitor. I want a Pelican case.
Oh,
You already have
yeah, I
the
want.
IV stuff with Doc. You have a lot of good shit with Doc's loadout. We love that. But he has me taking pictures of our Pelican cases and our backboards and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, I'm down, man. You come out with this.
Yes.
Psh, when Lifeline
Oh,
hit,
so there's a chance that Brian could get his jump bag for his classified Lifeline. And oh,
junk
this is
bag, the Teague
interesting.
bag.
This is very interesting information.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I would kill for like a life pack 15 to go with
That'd be
him.
dope. That'd
Yeah.
be cool. Hell yeah. Not no
Oh,
Zol. Stay away from the
Oh,
Zol.
yeah. Fuck the Zolls, man. Give me a life pack. Well, of course now it's life pack 35, but
Right. Yeah. EMT in a box.
so yeah, no, I'm like, give me a life pack 15. So yeah,
Yep.
man,
that'll be
you'll you'll really appreciate this. A few years ago, Brian made this custom for me. I challenged him to remake um uh was it Med Alert, the DTC era medical Joe trooper that was wearing bright orange, and I challenged him, make 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 Med Alert, but make him more realistic. So he created a flight medic,
Oh yeah.
renamed him. Wait, what was it?
9 line.
Nine Line. So
Oh, that's so dope. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
yeah,
the
so
for anybody that doesn't know, 9 line is a military term. It's 9 lines of information that you give over the radio for your patch when you're coming in with casualties. So that's for anybody that doesn't know, that's what 9 line means.
all right. So what for the people like me who don't understand anything like that, what kind of lines of information is it?
Like what like age, sex,
Okay.
happened, what the vital signs are, and what interventions you've done.
All right. So, but
How they were
yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, here's a guest that would really appreciate it. They really,
forgot
uh,
that custom.
yeah. And then he put the,
Yeah,
he
it can.
painted all the gear, and now I'm looking at this, and
That's awesome.
I'm just like, yeah, if Lifeline comes with any of this kind of gear, that would be cool.
They would rock.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
um,
They
yeah,
better, because I know Mark will.
um,
Like
but
that's
that's really cool that he's like, yeah, just take pictures of your gear, and well, because that's awesome. Because I do remember seeing the dock loadout, and I'm like, oh shit, like that's like I'm like I hope when Hasbro comes out with Doc,
Brian, you imagine if they come out with Lifeline, they give him a scoop stretcher.
awesome, man.
I
Oh,
shit my pants. I'm like, what?
kind of awesome.
um,
Yeah.
what do you think the chances that Lifeline is going to be a deluxe figure with a lot of gear? I
Oh
know.
man, I would love that.
That would
Um,
be a perfect figure to have a deluxe figure of because you can have so much medical gear that it's yeah, you can have IV bags, you can have jump kits, you can have oxygen cylinders, you can have cardiac monitors, you could have an intubation kit. I mean, you could just go full
yeah,
bore.
You go wild with that, and you can have them attached to the dragonfly. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
um,
I would not be surprised to see Lifeline be. And it's funny that you should mention that Lifeline because we were arguing about that last show. He's like, never seen a medic in bright red gear. And I'm like,
Flight gear, man.
yeah. When I was a flight medic,
no,
I'm
Flight
like,
medic.
I was on about the military medic
Oh,
in the front, but
okay, yeah.
then when you pointed, yeah, because I I was just saying I need a Tiger Force repaint of it because when I was a kid, that was the Lifeline I preferred because it made him less of a wimp. Because Sunbow for me kind of wrecked the character. I understand pacifism. What I don't understand is what they did to Lifeline in the Sunbow. You know, the whole I won't touch a weapon, not even to
Yeah.
rescue somebody. What the fuck? Stop it.
Look at that
But
crazy flight suit.
yeah, that's
That's a flight medic.
yeah.
yeah, that's
When I was
that
a when I was a flight medic here in the States, my flight suit was bright red. When I was a flight medic in South America, my
Yeah.
flight suit was bright orange.
See?
so
So
that did make more sense. I still need a Tiger Force repaint,
Oh hell yeah. That's he had
but
one.
so if now because I remember the 30th figure came with a bunch of gear,
Yeah.
and if they could easily expand that out and do a deluxe Lifeline because I would like to see something on because it seems like every 5 or 6 figures they announce, one of them is usually a deluxe figure with a bunch of extra gear. Like, they announced Desert Scorpion alongside all the rest of that wave. And only at San Diego Comic Con did we see, oh, it's actually going to be a deluxe with all this, with all, well, there's the giant mutant scorpion and all this other cool gear.
Yeah.
But I would actually really like to see Lifeline with a bunch of life saving gear because I'm like, that could open up people doing customs of a lot of the medics in the line.
I will
Um,
I will go to freaking Target and buy that ambulance so quick. I've been waiting. I'll be like, oh, that's the size I need. But then the WWE Slambulance has a gurney, I think, in it.
Does it?
I think so.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Uh,
oh, so wait, so you didn't buy the Slambulance, but you're saying that that would be your excuse to buy the
Yeah,
Slam.
that would be my excuse because I think that one has a gurney because they slam each other on it and everything. But the one that's it's a remote control one that's 112 size
oh,
at Target and it's only like 30 bucks, maybe 25. It's at Target.
that's not bad at all.
Interesting.
I want to like redo the paint and get like Star Alive some and cut them in half and put them on the oh my gosh, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yep. Absolutely.
It'd be cool as hell.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Yeah. Oh man, I hate doing vehicle customs though because I
I
never.
know, me too. I don't really do them, but Gun Bunny help me out.
Yeah, I started, but I never finish them. I've done maybe half a dozen different vehicle customs, but I've
Oh
got
wow. Yeah.
that's that many that are work in progress that are just sitting on a table over here that are never going to get finished.
I would never come out of that room, Brian. I like it so much. Like, oh shit.
Sorry, sometimes, especially with the next room over where all my collection is. This is
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
in here.
um, his basement is basically Nerdvana. Plus, there's the laundry room. Um, so,
I'm like
um,
laughing.
um, but yeah, is that a Sky Striker on the floor? What is next to the Sky Striker back there? What is that?
25th anniversary Rattler.
Ah, no wonder I
Oh
don't
nice.
recognize it. I never owned one. I've never owned. I had a
Another vehicle custom that I didn't finish. I got metallic blue paint to do it and
Yeah.
just never finished. That's the second Sky Striker that came with my flag. It's not complete, but I was gonna use the sticker set that came with the HasLab Sky Strikers on that one. But right now, the project is to restore a Rolling Thunder.
Oh buddy. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Very nice.
it's all stripped down, and I'm doing the polishing on it right now.
Do
So
it. Hell yeah.
All right, so you don't do vehicle customs either. You mentioned Gun Bunny. The last
Yeah.
custom that you posted of his, he had taken some of the new gridiron stuff and Tiger Forced it, and I'm like, fuck, I can't do a vehicle
Oh
custom
my
to save my
God.
life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
his customs make me
Gosh.
jealous that he can do them because Tiger Force, uh, yeah, Tiger Force gridiron vehicles are really something to behold.
yeah,
Um,
there's my only vehicle customs. I did four of the Sky Strikers and Seekers, and then my Terror Drone. And
Yeah.
a Halo, one of the Halo mechs. I made it a Mark II Wolverine, basically.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I took the missile launchers off the big dog and added it to them. So
so where are you on your Rolling Thunder restoration?
I just
You get
started.
all the parts.
Yeah, I've got it. I got all the parts for it. I got it stripped down. I'm doing the I use the Novus polish, three-step polish. So I'm using the first one right now, which is the number three polish, which takes out the big scratches.
Ah,
Mhm.
So I'll go over it again with the number two and then spray it with the number three and then put it all together. I didn't have the Rolling Thunder as a kid, and when I took mine apart, I was really surprised at how few stickers are on that for as big a vehicle as it
It's
is.
weird, right? Yeah.
I I didn't have it as a kid,
Mm.
and I was stripping mine down because that's part of the restorations. I Goog on everything and take the old stickers off and use toy
Right.
pack stickers. And I'm like, there's not a lot of stickers on this thing.
No.
So I got on 3D Joe's and was looking at it. I'm like, there's not a lot of stickers on that one either.
Yeah.
For a
I
vehicle, that is that big. I was surprised that there were because the sticker sheet from Toy Hacks is only like that big.
That's crazy. Yeah. I didn't get the snowcat because I put my money towards Ramen's tank, the Hunter tank,
Oh, yes.
because I put and that's should be on the way. And I
I don't
got
even think I've seen the pictures of that. Now I'm curious.
They,
oh,
Um,
they're doing two. I think they're doing
it's
two.
awesome.
They're doing one in like traditional military style colors, and then they're doing one in
Black one.
what's that?
The black one. They're doing a black and red one, yeah.
They're doing three then because I've seen it in Megatron version 2 color scheme.
Yeah, they're doing the Hunter. That's the one
oh,
I'm
I did see
getting.
that one. I
Yeah.
want that one. I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
Yeah, that's the one I'm
Because
getting. And then he has an additional accessory pack. You can turn it into the bridge layer. And then he's got another one you can turn it into the Wolverine.
Or I
So
didn't.
I'm getting the Hunter one so I could put my custom Steeler in there. And I got some, you know, water slide decals from Bad Mother Tattoos and Customs like I always get. And he's got the Mobat 112 set. I'm gonna slap those things all over. Oh my God, I finally have one. You know, I want that tank because it's crazy. You take the turret off so you can put those other accessories on. As soon as you take it off and you'll Steeler sitting in there, there's a spot and cockpit for two other people inside of it. I'm like, that is mine. I'm getting it. I've seen it at Joe Fest
that's
twice.
awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Um,
it. Ramen Toy. It's oh my Ace is he's a real cool dude. Yeah, they're out of Singapore, I think.
yeah. Now then, I did remember that I had seen the G2 Megatron one, and I'm like, oh
The
fuck,
black one.
I've
Yeah,
not
oh
bought
yeah,
anything by Ramen, but that makes me think that maybe I should. But again, I didn't take a real close look at it, but I just saw the G2 Megatron colors and drooled on myself a little bit because my Megatron is G2 Megatron. I don't care about G1 Megatron. His voice, yes, Frank Welker does an amazing job. But the way I want my Megatron to look and the colors that tank, I much prefer it. And I forgot I had seen the ramen one, and I'm like, well, that's really nice. But I didn't realize that there were other colored versions of it, so that's interesting.
I really want
Um,
the Centurion from Ramen Toys.
yeah,
I had Max Ray when I was a kid, and I really wanted to back that, but they did the original color scheme in a 3 pack, and I couldn't get anybody to split the pack with me.
yeah.
Skipped it, and yeah, that was painful because I was like, I really wanted that Ramen Toys Centurion.
yeah, where Centurion is one of those properties that for me, I think if it wasn't for the internet, I might not have any memory of it at all. I don't
Yeah, I
remember ever
never
watching
really.
it when I was a kid either. So
Yeah,
I was it was just one summer. It was on the cartoon was on, and I was staying with my dad up in Denver, and there was a Kmart within walking distance. And I would walk to the Kmart and look at the toys like once a day while he was at work. And then one day they had all the Centurion stuff, and it was so like reasonably priced. And yeah, I picked up the Max Ray, and there was a really cool park right there, right close with like a creek running through it. I had a that was like my whole summer was that one figure. So that's
is that the guy that looks like Leatherneck or the guy that looks like Wetsuit?
it's the guy that looks like Leatherneck because he's got a mustache.
Okay. Because
yeah,
there's the air guy named Ace, so I don't have a
yeah.
problem keeping him straight. Because in my mind, that's Brad Armbruster wearing the Sky Striker instead of flying it. So I don't have a problem
Yeah,
with him.
yeah.
But the
That's what I
other two
thought.
guys, I don't know which is which. So I can't. Um, but yeah, it was one of those that I don't really remember, but it's cool and I understand the appeal of it. So uh,
That's another line that I would kill to have in 4-inch scale. I would love to have a Centurion's line in 4-inch. I would buy. I'd be like, I don't care, whatever it is, I'll have it all.
The original ones were big, huh?
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
7-inch figures.
yeah, they were big. Yeah,
Yeah, I
um,
I have one, but it's nowhere near complete.
yeah.
I got a good deal on it at a convention or on eBay or something.
Right on.
It's just the figure and a couple parts, and I'm like, yeah, I need it just to have it.
There's a property that I'm kind of surprised they've nobody's ever gone back and tried to do a reboot or an update or just bring them back to the forefront because I feel like in today's tech world, the Centurions could be a big hit if they did it well enough. But
Drama Toys tried. I mean, they went all out on it. I mean, they did a fantastic job of it,
Yeah.
but there just wasn't enough. It didn't. They couldn't latch onto that nostalgia factor, I don't think, because there was.
because there's not enough Centurion stuff in the world for
Yeah,
people to grab onto nostalgically. That's why I'm kind of surprised that they haven't done like a somebody didn't do like a comic book or something, anything to garner some new viewers for it and revive it. But because that was a Hasbro property, right?
no,
Or was
No.
Centurion somebody else?
it was. I want to say it was Mattel, but I don't think that's right. Mattel Kenner. I don't.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, because Mattel they had a bunch of different lines
Yeah,
that were like that. But
I'm gonna have to look that up because it's not Hasbro. Hasbro,
okay, um,
because I don't see Hasbro not going back and touching that if they had the license for it.
yeah.
They're all digging up old stuff and throwing it out to see if it'll sell.
Well, that's why I was surprised that nobody has.
Yeah.
But
Kenner. It was Kenner.
Kenner. So yeah, I was like, it's
oh, it was Kenner that did it. Okay,
yeah. So they probably
okay, yeah. Yeah, aside of the superpowers line and the Star
Yes.
Wars line, it feels like most of Kenner's '80s toy lines all died on the vine, and none of them came back.
Except for superpowers, you got McFarlane making superpowers.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I remember the first series of those, and I looked at it, and I'm like, "Is this really what they're going for?" And then
Right.
seeing following series is, and I'm like, "Oh, that's what they're going for. Oh, that's really cool."
Yep.
Um, because I just remember the first series, they clogged the pegs at Walmart, and I'm like, I don't think this is gonna go well. But but shortly thereafter, I started seeing like all the ones that have been clogging the pegs disappeared, and then there
Yeah.
was like suddenly 15 different characters. There was a Nightwing, there
Other
was
vehicles. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like a superpower styled Nightwing is just something that I had never imagined, and then yeah, like Deathstroke, and I'm like, oh shit. Um, if only Kenner had been able to do Deathstroke way back then. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, because I have fond memories of the superpowers line,
Same here. I loved them.
uh, especially Lex Luthor in his in the green armor with the purple
Yeah. I got
gloves.
him. I got him, and my buddy gifted me a Lexor 7,
Oh,
his vehicle in the
Oh,
box.
nice.
I almost
Um,
it looked cool.
It's awesome.
I saw.
um,
I'm not collecting that line. I'm not collecting that line. No, no, no.
I'm in it. I'm in it. I got the Batmobile, the Batcopter. I just don't have the Supermobile. I didn't want that piece of shit.
the Super was that the one with the
Yes,
fists?
the big.
Yeah, I had trouble wrapping my mind around that one.
The original one back in the days was cool, but it looked like a shark. It looked like it belonged in the ocean, like Aquaman's vehicle or something. It was clean. It was like dolphin fin with a shark fin up top, and a battering ram in the front. It was pretty cool. The OG Supermobile from Superpowers. Yeah,
All right, see that sounds awesome. So why do they have a double fisting
in the
vehicle?
it was a comic book.
I was gonna say it may not be OG, but it's old because I
It's
remember
in the comic. Yeah,
yeah there was a Hot Wheels version of it when I was a kid.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That is it's a terrible design
It became
for a vehicle.
iconic
It's a
for all the
terrible
wrong
design for
reasons.
a toy, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
Even from some of the goofiest 1950 shit, that still comes off as worse. It's a
Goofy.
little bit
Right
that's
up there.
almost as dumb as the Thanos helicopter.
The Thanos helicopter or the Spider-Man Doom buggy.
Dune buggy
You know what?
that could go up the walls.
You know what? The 70s was fucking weird. I wasn't there, but I know enough to know that the 70s was fucking
In more
weird.
ways than one.
Um,
That's where that Superman vehicle came from. It is
Yeah, the 70s. Yeah.
I think it's 78 it came
Yeah.
out.
that is ridiculous. Um, that is ridiculous.
First,
But
we didn't have bell bottoms and platform shoes.
Yeah.
um,
Man, with
They
the
put Wonder Woman in those. Yeah.
yeah, with the V-neck and a medallion or something.
There
I might have to do that custom 70s.
you go.
I think you do have to do that custom, dude. You did that. You did that pimp daddy Obi-Wan. Yeah, I think you need to do a new bell bottoms custom. Yeah.
Pimp Master Kenobi and Pimp Daddy Vader.
Yep.
I won Yak Affinities
There you
custom contest with those figures one day.
go.
Man, that was a really long time ago. I just realized how long ago that
Yeah.
was. Well, Tony, whenever we have a guest on, we like to give them what we call the General Geekery Questionnaire, just a series of questions to get to know you better. The guests usually have fun with it. Would you be up for answering some questions that are both soul bearing and very frustrating sometimes?
Yeah, I heard. I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, not
All
for
right.
KJ, man. I've never seen anybody have an answer like that for every question.
Yeah, he's. I'm
KJ,
like, damn, I'm not that quick. KJ was
Oh,
snapping at you, like, whoa.
you know what? Some of his answers really blew me away, like
yeah,
the animal one, and then he's like humans. And I'm like, oh fuck. He just set a new precedent for answers to that question.
yeah.
Um,
He had answers before we had the question read. I'm like,
I
man,
know.
I was like, man,
He got he got your questionnaire ahead of
look,
time.
we have
That
this.
asshole.
You know that did he look like sit down and prepare like an hour and a half? I'm like, okay, let me think about that one because like everybody, it's like everybody. We ask some of these questions, they're like, oh fuck.
Yep, exactly. That's me because I want to say this one, but I like this one over here. I'm so like he's like boom, boom, boom. Like, oh shit. He's very analytical
Every
too.
person that's ever done that, it's just like it's like just blown away. That was fantastic. I had a good time with KJ. That was great. All right, JD's gonna start off. We alternate questions for one reason, and we'll explain that later.
all right. So the first question: what is the best sandwich?
The best sandwich for me.
Yeah.
Of
I
course.
always go for the club because I want the bacon, I want the ham and turkey and all of that. I can never go wrong with that. And you can dress it up however you want.
I
The
like
club
Uh,
sandwich. I like what KJ said because I do like the Philly cheesesteak too, but I do the club so much and I'm so satisfied after that.
yeah. That's a good answer. I like that one. I like a good club too. What is one thing that you own that you should really throw out?
Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see.
There we go.
What do I own? Man, that's good. Let me think. Am I holding on to a lot of the stuff I've already got rid of, like but I sold it, or I'll sell to these little toy shops that friends own and run. I just
okay.
I
All
make I
right.
make
All
I
right.
make I make room for new stuff. So the old stuff I came to the to conclusion like
For new stuff.
playing this, what do I somebody else could enjoy this. You know what I
Huh,
mean? So
what an
let me
interesting.
purge. I did a purge not too long ago. I took it and I don't regret it.
That
So
is really a good idea.
Yeah, I hope my wife didn't hear that.
should be on your ass, Brian.
Ah,
Um,
she heard. Shit.
But
um,
as for something specific,
Yeah.
there is, but I can't think of it. Something I own that I got to throw out.
I like this
Boy
question.
wise, I think I just said it. I've done it already. Older Toy Biz figures.
Fair enough.
That they're not going to get displayed anymore in the future or anytime. So I bagged them up and made some coin off them, selling them to some toy shops over here.
All right.
Um, what is the scariest animal?
Human being, I got to say it too.
Fuck, it's because it's such a good
And
answer.
it's so true. I mean,
It it
we're the top
really
of the food
is.
chain. We're scared, especially what we do to each other. It's
Yeah.
insane.
I do not understand how we continue to proliferate because of our collective cruelty towards each other and our
Yes.
collective stupidity as a species. We're so dumb. How have
Yeah.
we not wiped ourselves out?
Just
Because when we all get together, we could kick ass, man. It's been shown,
This is true.
yeah.
Um,
All right. Coffee. How do you take it?
Lots of cream, lots of sugar.
My man.
Like Mr. Wolf from Pulp Fiction. Once
Yes.
he said that, I'm like, that's me. He just say lots of cream, lots of sugar. Yep.
Yeah.
um, uh, let's see. Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
No. I've gotten autographs. I've met so many people from Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson to Ice-T to some other rappers and all that. But I always just want to just come up and shake their hand and hey, thank you, man. I've been listening to you or I've been watching you fight. I've never asked for an autograph. You know what I mean?
Huh,
So no
that's
pictures,
cool.
pictures, yeah. I've asked, can I take a pic? Yo, hell yeah. And they're, you don't have to sign nothing for me. Oh, I was in line at my school. I graduated from the Art Institute of Phoenix, and Todd McFarlane came to our school, and I got my buddy and said, "Hey, let's get some books for him to sign. And we have like number ones. Let's get him to sign them." You know what I mean? So
Oh,
we
nice.
went, and he signed the one he did for the Incredible Hulk, where the Incredible Hulk is gray and he's got Wolverine like
Yeah.
this, and like I can't
Yes,
remember 300 or something.
yes.
He's like,
Uh,
"This is a blast from the past." He signed it,
oh,
and
that's awesome.
my Spider-Man, the one where he started doing just Spider-Man himself, and it's got him in the webs with all bunches kind of spiders coming down on him. He signed that one too.
Nice,
Then my buddy
nice.
had Spawn number one. He had him sign. I'm like, you asshole.
That's yeah, that is awesome. Let's see here. What do you think happens when we die?
Oh, hmm. I think I mean in my faith, I think you'll be welcomed. You'll be welcomed to a higher place. That there's no pain, no suffering, and your spirit lives on, and you get to see the your relatives who've passed on before you, and you just rejoice in that, and then hopefully, like KJ said, people will miss us, and I hope if that happens when they mention me, I'll notice it from wherever I'm at and smile. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, on that note, condolences on your sister. It's horrible.
Oh, thank
I
you
know
so
you're
much
dealing
for
with
that.
that
Thank you.
right now. So,
Thank you.
all right. Well, let's bring the room back up and let's have a fun, jaunty favorite action movie.
Favorite
Good luck
Hatchet
picking
movie?
just one. Yeah. I mean,
Oh
you
my
could go sci-fi action, comedy action, whatever. But yeah, favorite
Hatchet.
action
Okay.
movie.
You said Hatchet, so I'm going toward horror, right?
Okay.
Okay. So if you say Hatchet, I just picture like all the greats like Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, all that. But when I first saw Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, how young we were and we're at my uncle's house, he has a little ranch, that scared the shit out of me. But if it's another horror film, American Werewolf in London scared the shit out of me when I was little. Oh my goodness. I didn't even make it
I
to the transformation. I made it when an animal when you're with your buddy and you're out in the wild and something's stalking you, that's the most horrible. That's got to be the most horrible feeling in the world. So that scared the shit out of me.
I didn't see that until I was like 20.
Oh,
So
good for you. I was young and
yeah,
I almost
because
shit my pants.
I don't I don't think I would have made it through that movie if I'd watched it when I was little.
There's no
So
way he
No, oh my,
would have let you watch that.
oh
that
my
is
God.
true. My mom would not have let us watch
Oh
that.
my
I
God. I
didn't see
was
a Nightmare before. I didn't see the Nightmare on Elm Street movie until I was an adult because we weren't allowed to watch anything
that
when we
was
were
freaking
kids.
horrible.
No way he
Um,
would have let him watch that.
yeah, I cannot imagine being like 8 years old and watching anything like
How
that.
he,
I
yeah, how
just
he killed the first girl. I was like, no way, that's gonna haunt me in my dreams. No, 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 no. And it was a dream, and he was killing you in the dream. Oh my God, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And that's when
oh
you're little. Now you can look back and be like, oh shit, that first one was oh my God. Then it got funny. It
Yeah.
eventually got funnier, like with comedy. Like, oh man, they screwed it up. So,
Yeah, it
yeah.
kind of went downhill. Uh, what is your favorite smell?
My favorite smell. When my mom's cooking homemade tacos.
Ooh,
ooh.
I'm like, I can smell that a mile away. I'm like, oh, it's on. I don't care if I just ate. I don't care if nothing. I'm having three. Let's go.
that's one thing my wife says is she's glad that she doesn't know how to make tortillas. Both be 300 pounds. She's like, that's one thing I should never learn how to make is tortillas because it's we would just be done at that point.
It's over. It's over.
What is your least favorite smell?
Least favorite? Wow. The smell of death.
Yep.
I'll
Dead
never
blood.
forget that. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
we
I
could
know
take
another
blood
medical
and throw
professional
up.
that answered the same way.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's what was my answer was dead blood. For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Dead
That
blood.
that death when we're doing a welfare check and that oh my God, and then the cops got to go first. Thank God you guys go.
Yeah. It's
They got
like,
to go.
oh man, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, they come out throwing up. It's and you catch a whiff. Ah man, no thank you.
yeah.
That'll stick with us for forever.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. What was your first concert?
My first concert, my dad took me and my sister to I think it was Beastie Boys, Run DMC, and Public Enemy all together. That was
Damn,
amazing.
that's a
Yeah,
that's quite a lineup.
yeah, that'd be a hell of a show.
Mm. It was incredible.
I'll bet.
Soda or pop?
I used to say when I was little, I used to say pop all the time. Now, now it's soda. I say soda a lot, but my parents will say pop.
Let's
I,
see. Yeah, go ahead, JD.
oh no, I was gonna say I've become more open-minded through this questionnaire about the answer to that question, but it still hurts a little bit. I'm
It's
just
soda
saying.
pop.
All right, that is. You know what? I can get behind that
Okay. I
compromise.
think that's how Good
I,
answer.
I could go with that. Soda pop.
It's how Mark from Good Aaron answered it with soda pop.
Oh, did
Yeah,
he?
I
I,
think somebody
I,
one of those guys did who was him or one of the Skeltron guys. I don't remember. One of those guys did.
Oh,
What is the most used app on your phone?
oh my gosh.
will be right back.
Okay, I don't want to say Yahoo Mail because we all look at our email. Most used app. I think I other than Chase Bank, Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
I use so much because it's I kind of like it a little bit more than Facebook because it's pictures. It's just pics, pics and music to it and all that. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the things that I didn't like it when it first started, but they've
yeah,
made some improvements to it that I've started kind of I still post on my Facebook page because that's where most of where 98% of my followers are.
yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
but I'm starting to drift more towards what I can do with Instagram. So,
Yeah, it's fun. With Instagram, I like posting stuff. I mean I do post on my personal one, but not as much. You guys know that. So, but Instagram, I mean, you can how now you can manipulate the photo a lot more, and it's just fun. And with the music, you can do. But what's weird about that on mobile, you'll hear the music all the time. When I look up Instagram on the laptop, the music won't play. I don't know if they've got copyrights or something I don't know. It's weird.
yeah, I was looking at mine. I did a bunch of Dark Knight trilogy customs this year,
Yes.
and
Nice.
I've put Hans Zimmer music to all of them, and
Nice.
that when I was reposting my Resident Alien, because I had a picture taken with Alan Tudyk in the custom, and the music, they've lost the license to it. So it's like audio unavailable. I'm like,
Oh,
so
Oh, that's why it said that. I'm like, oh, because I couldn't get the volume on my phone to work, and then I'm like, oh, that's why. I'm
you
like, you
can't
son of
use it.
a bitch.
You
yeah,
ain't get yeah.
yeah, no, I had to look into it, but yeah, they lost the license for that particular piece of music. So
Um, what song plays when you walk on screen, or your wrestling entrance song, if you will?
Let me see. Nas made you look.
Okay.
I like it. I like it. What number am I thinking of?
75.
Um, there's only one right answer.
There
So,
is.
No.
let's
I
see.
don't. I don't change it. Same number all the time.
Uh, where see, if I was doing this, I would change it every time because I would be asking it more as what number am I thinking of at this very second,
Right.
and it would be very difficult to actually answer that.
It's a geek number. That's the only reason I pick it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of these days somebody will get it right.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know what I'm
Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Wow.
Was Wow one of them or no? Okay, all right, just
I
checking.
I
Um,
I hope I'm doing good.
all right, yeah, that's I like that.
like it.
Um,
Aisle or window seat?
Window.
Yes. That is the correct answer.
Definitely not the
uh,
middle.
Oh, God, I hate the middle. Mm-mm.
um, best action figure.
Best action figure I own or period or whatever. Or
It
what?
doesn't have to be one that you have. Could be a holy grail that you don't have. Could be one
Okay.
as a kid. What do you think the
Oh man, I can't. I have a lot of good ones, but I'm still waiting for that oh what is it? It's the camouflage Conan the Barbarian from what's it called? It's not NECA, is it? No, it's
who did I
gosh.
see was doing one of those?
It's the one where he's in black camo from the movie.
Black and white from the original. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to say NECA, but I could be. Oh, it's Mezco. It's Mezco.
Yeah.
Mezco. That's gonna be because when that came on the screen, I'm like that, and she's painting him up like, oh, he's got the best paint of all three of them. You know what I mean?
I did
That's
a
freaking awesome. And he can grab the sword like that, and he can. Oh, I'm waiting for that. Yeah,
yeah, that looks fantastic. I did a
yeah,
fourth custom of that, like
yeah.
first started customizing, and I've tried to go back and improve on it, and it's like, nah.
Right.
Um, what is your favorite custom that you've done?
Favorite custom that I've done. I like the version of Snake Eyes that I did a lot. I incorporated some Marvel Legends to make him Deadpool and King T'Chaka. Um, yeah, I'm I love the Lerp team. I did. I got to put those on a t-shirt.
yeah, dude, those really, yeah, you knocked it out of the park on
Thanks, man.
those.
Thank you. They were so much fun to make. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank God for Outback being at Ross.
Yeah,
A lot of the
yeah.
gear he has look like what they had in the comic when they were in the Lerp team. You know,
Yeah,
all the web gear, everything, belts, gun. Oh man.
yeah.
One geek grail. Money's no object, just one thing that you would love to have in the house, like anything you could buy, anything you could acquire. Just if money's not an option, you have a chance to get a thing,
Hmm.
one geeky thing.
Let's see. I'd either get. I think I not everyone likes the flag. I think I'd have a lot of fun with with the G.I. Joe headquarters. If I was back into 3 3/4 inch, I'd spend a lot of time with that thing.
I've never owned either of the
83
headquarters
one,
Me
before.
neither.
the 83 one,
Yeah.
or the mobile command center?
The 83 one, the one with the jail in it, and you could
Okay.
put the vamp here and this and the helicopter. Oh my God. I'd never come out of my room.
I had a
Oh,
buddy that had that. I didn't have that one myself, and that's one of the big ones that I don't have is I don't have that command center, but
Yeah.
I had a buddy that had it when I was a kid. So yeah, that is a lot of fun to play with.
Oh yeah.
Let's
no.
see here.
Uh,
Uh, who is your favorite comic book artist?
Ooh, that's a damn good one. I
yeah.
have so many. I really like
This is one of those questions that nobody has picked only one answer to. There's always multiple
I
answers.
know. I mean, I like everybody from Jim Lee to Art Adams to Sal Buscema, um, John Romita. Hang on, let me get that off here. Um, but I really like I think it's one of the Cuberts, Adam or Andy, I can't remember.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
I remember Andy Kubert's run mostly on X-Men in
I think it was Andy
back
then.
then.
I think
Yeah.
it was Andy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He was, yeah, I think he was writing it. I think he took over the art duties on X-Men from Jim Lee.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get enough. And even now, like he'll do the covers uh for the current book series, the
Hmm.
image, the Skybound ones, and he'll always do one of the variant covers for I think Larry Hama's continuation, and his art is still immediately identifiable.
Oh yeah.
They just put up the solicitation for one of the issues, and on the cover is iceberg, snow job, and then somebody coming up through the snow. I think it's frostbite, but as soon as I saw um, Snowjob's beard in that art, I'm like, oh, that's the
That's
Kubert cover.
Cubert. Yeah, yeah, I
Yep.
seen that. And I'm really partial. I really love Mike Zeck. Sometimes a lot of people don't like his legs or whatever, but I'm all
I
those
love
Joe
his art.
comics are Mike Zeck covers.
Yeah,
Yeah, my favorite Joe comics
on the
individual issue covers. I think most of them are Mike Zeck covers. So, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
that's
with Jim
Um,
Lee, he's just anyone from, I mean, his Batman, his Punisher, his Wolverine looked fantastic.
I don't.
uh,
Yeah, it's he's not my favorite, but I don't know that anybody's done it better either.
Yeah.
JD, I think yours is the next one.
your favorite music soundtrack?
Oh man. Oh shit. And Purple Rain, Prince,
Oh yeah,
Saturday Night Fever.
that's a good one.
Oh man, Star Wars soundtrack. I mean, I really like Tron's. I really got when I was clubbing and stuff. I like electronic, industrial house, and trance and progressive dance music and all that DJ stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, those.
Some good answers in there for sure.
Mhm.
Uh, who is your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero, bar none, Spider-Man to this day. I was so into DC and Super Friends and all that stuff and all the comics, but they were so perfect and so overpowered. And there comes Spider-Man with Stan Lee, and he got sick, and he'd have to fight, and he'd have homework, and he'd have to do it, and he'd have stuff, and then he'd fight, and then dude, we're getting into his real shit he has to deal with on top of all that. This makes me love him even more.
Yeah,
He's relatable.
He had to
I
pay
was listening
bills.
to a
He had
thing
to
where
do, all that stuff,
yeah, I was listening to a
relationship
podcast the other
problems,
day.
you know.
Everybody they got asked. They were it was somebody from one of the Marvel movies. They got asked who's your favorite comic book superhero, and almost all of them said Spider Man. He was totally relatable to us as regular people.
yeah.
Um,
The first
So
one that was really relatable. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Overcoming big time stuff. And like Superman, he had to hold back a lot because the villains weren't as powerful as he wanted to break out,
Right.
you know. He had to be careful and stuff.
Yeah. And that is the General Geekery Questionnaire.
thanks for taking it. That was fun.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Um,
That shit's so much fun. Everybody should do it.
yeah,
um,
absolutely. My mom will watch. She doesn't. She'll ask if I put a new episode. Did you guys do the questionnaire? If you didn't do the questionnaire, I'm not going to watch the show. But if you guys did the questionnaire, I'm going to watch the show. And I'm like, yeah, we did it. So I put it up. I'm like, yeah, we
It's
did
awesome.
on this last episode. She's like, oh, okay, I'll watch it then.
yeah, yeah. We haven't had anybody turn the questionnaire down. Like everybody's game for it, and that's fun.
Well, sometimes we cheat. Sometimes I cheat and say a little bit like I won't answer one answer, but sometimes I'll try. But if I can't, I'm like, I like this one, that one, this one, that one. But yeah,
Dude, sometimes picking one favorite thing is just really hard. So
it is.
sometimes
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
matter of like my top five favorite Joes. They're in no particular order because I can't narrow them down that far. It's hard enough to pick five
Yeah.
that I could
that's
say are my
tough.
all-time favorites.
That's
So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I love shit. I love Stalker, Snake Eyes. I mean, Storm Shadow. I'm like, I can't say it. Ask me the villains. Maybe I have a better answer. But
But that's where I get into the trouble because it's like I'm a Cobra guy through and through, and
yeah, see, yeah,
specialty Vipers are where it's at for me. And it's
yeah,
well, this week it's these 10, you know.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
next week when I'm working on a custom, a modern update of
Yeah,
something.
it's like asking me who's my favorite boxer. I'm like, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran. I'm like, yeah, I'm dating myself. So.
oh, don't we all?
The
Um,
real boxers, you know what I mean? The real
um,
fighters.
yeah, I very clearly remember things from the mid '80s. So, like crystal clear memories on some of that stuff. Very little memory of last week, but
Yeah.
very crystal clear memories of some stuff in the mid '80s. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, I feel old as shit. So fun. Um, um, and a daily existential crisis. Fun. Um,
Exactly.
but well, Tony, thank you for joining us on the show. This was excellent.
Absolutely.
Um,
Uh, be sure and check out. I will put links to Tony's socials in the show notes. So be sure and take a look at that. Check out his Instagram page, Facebook page, and YouTube. Yeah.
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 Oh
Okay.
yeah.
YouTube page. Tony, get those if you can get those links to either JD or me, so I can put them.
Okay.
That'd be super swell. If not, I can probably find them and I can always go back and edit them. But definitely take a look at Tony's amazing work. And as always, thanks for watching.
thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
And do that fun social media stuff, like, share, subscribe, and comment below.